Hey guys, Blackcross here, and welcome back to Furi. So last episode we took on the 5th boss, and now on to the 6th one. Wherever this one may lead us, and... looks like we're in a temple of some kind. Which is pretty interesting. So... I wonder how tough this one's gonna be.
Her little show out there. All this nobility and self-sacrifice. But really, she's just trying to clean up her mess. Just remember, she's messing with your head. Don't listen to her.
Okay. Not a problem. Although, what would she say? Where the hell am I?
Feel it in your heart. Your anger. Your instinct. You don't belong here.
My question is this though, why was he in
You're not a
prison?
good chick for me.
And why are you here too? What's your story? Whoa.
Walk with me. It was all a mistake. The cell, the restraints, the guardians. We can make this right. You can't go to my world, but you can be free here. Look at what I'm offering. This can be your home. I'll take care of you.
Sure you will.
I'll tell you the tales of my world. You will tell me yours. There is so much to enjoy here. Stay with me.
Wait, this is it?
Come on, give it a chance. What's the big hurry?
Sorry, but I'm going.
Why are you leaving? What's not to like here?
It's peaceful, yeah, but...
If you go any further, I have no other choice, and you even less than me.
It looks like there is no choice, huh?
How dare you shun me, and turn down all of this? You have no idea. I was your only hope.
Perhaps.
You have brought this upon yourself, stranger.
Oh, this is how it's gonna be. She's... oh yeah, this is fun.
I'll make you stay.
I've got this figured out. She ain't too bad. Whoa! Okay, never mind. She changed tactics on me.
You made me do this to you. I didn't want to hurt you, but I will.
Whoa! Okay, seriously, lady. Something tells me you're really crazy. Oh, come on.
You're so arrogant. I'll make you stay.
Yeah, at this rate, you might very well succeed. That works. Okay, now we're getting a pattern.
Why so stubborn? Just go back. There is no better outcome.
Is this how the fight's gonna be? Just me? Whoa!
Go back!
Thought I blocked her, but I guess not.
Go back!
Gotcha.
What more could you possibly ask of me?
A lot of things. Oh, come on! This shit again! You do realize what you're doing is making me really ticked. Come on! This is kind of ridiculous!
How could it have been? You ruined it all. Look at you now.
Okay, seriously. This fight is a little bit out of hand.
How many times do I have to make you fall before you realize I was right? You made me do this to you. I didn't want to hurt you, but I will. Whew.
Not this shit again. That's what makes it unfair, is those balls.
Please, don't give her the pleasure of victory.
I'll make
Well, I'm trying not to.
You made me do this to you. I didn't want to hurt you, but I will.
That
How hard could it have
that
been?
is so
You ruined
unfair. Those stupid balls are what's causing. It's just those balls are what's hurting me the most. Oh, you... Oh, come on. How do I fight that?
So arrogant.
That part is going to kill
I
me.
had to make you fall before you realize I was right.
I am just getting really ticked
Don't
off
give
right
her the
now.
pleasure of
This is
victory.
ridiculous.
I can already see it.
I'm just really getting annoyed by her. I just...
see that
It's taking too long for me to beat these fights now.
I'll make you stay.
Not only that, but I'm starting to slip up now.
You ruined it all. Look at you now.
I thought I... How do I fight her? Damn it, please! Give me an answer! I want to find out how to beat her! Finally!
You don't
Got to the
realize
next.
how much I sacrificed to bring you this.
Wait, did it just get... You've got to be kidding me. It just got harder?
Stop this right now. You bring nothing but destruction.
This is where Saints are going to get harder now. Game changer here. Oh, come on!
Please, don't give her the
I actually
pleasure
got
of
close to
victory.
her this time.
I can
It
already
got
see
better.
that.
I'll make you see me do this to you. I didn't want to hurt you, but I will.
Oh, come on, please. Let me
So
just at least
arrogant.
beat you. Just once is all I ask. Just once. Please, 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 please! I can't do this anymore. I
Don't
can't.
give
I
her the
need
pleasure
to...
of victory. I can already see that self-satisfied smile of hers. You need to wipe that off her face.
Just not today. Okay. I'm gonna jump cut to another day where I actually beat her. Alright guys, so this is technically the, more or less the second half of the fight, as you can probably tell. I caught it from the share options for the PlayStation 4, and thank God it's there, because I literally beat this on one of the days that I had to work. And it was just by pure coincidence, actually. And this is where the fight was at before I finally stopped recording for that day. And this fight, I want to say, took me at least about 3 days, but in terms of like hours, it took me like 6 total hours to figure out how to go about beating this one. And she isn't easy, she's not. It's like the first half you're on a very small platform, and then it grows into this big platform that you see before you. And as you can clearly see, there's a mixture of between hardcore and like casual gameplay, and that's only because there were times that I mixed up, and there were times that I would get cocky and just overpower it sometimes. And really, there is no strategy of how to beat this one. Is just go through it, learn from your mistakes, and then just tackle it head on. And that's what happened, is that I fought this like so many freaking times. But this is the scene where I finally beat her, and the move that she has had in the second stage of the fight grows from where it was like frustrating to repetitive to like ignorance. But then gradually I learned from the gameplay, and then I'm like, okay, I finally got this figured out. I finally got it figured out. And whenever I finally got to the let's see, fifth stage, I think it was. Yeah, I think this is like the 5th stage fight of her health and everything like that. I'm like, okay, finally we're getting something new. And then I see everything, and I'm like, okay, now this is more like, this is how the game plays originally, and I can actually get around this. I can actually think clearly, and then I mess up a couple of times, but then I'm like, okay, I can get around this relatively easy. But then this shows up, and I'm like, okay, well, what do I do then? I don't know what's going to happen. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is just a combination of some of the fights that I've seen. And it's more or less of like learning from those fights that I've had and then taking it into effect. I'm not sure how to describe it, but it's like everything that I've learned within this game, I've just sort of like combining it together. And it's just, up until like the last part of this fight isn't until it gets to be extremely ridiculous. Like the last boss, which wasn't even the 5th boss that I fought, the gladiator one, it was the Bioshock Big Daddy looking one. I know that's not a Big Daddy, but they haven't really classified their names yet, or if they have, I haven't unlocked it yet to where I know what their names are. But that fight, that last scene, was really a headache. And this one, I want to say this one racks up to be the 2nd hardest one that I've had to deal with, because every totem pole you destroy, which is sort of like the 3rd boss fight that you go into, the Old Man of Time one, when you defeat those totem poles, things get harder, and as you can clearly see, it does get harder, and I'm trying to kind of figure out like how to get through it, and that red thing always screws me up. It's either the red beam that comes towards you, or it's the yellow beam that's coming around you. Like, it's hard to say which one is the worst one, but I say it's the red circle beam that comes around you, and it sucks, because then you are distracted by like 2 obstacles, but eventually you can get around it. It's a matter of performing it, per se. But once you defeat the 2nd to the last totem pole, those white beams of light that comes down at you aren't really a problem. Like I said, those things aren't really the problem. It's the red beams and the yellow beams that come at you when you defeat the 2nd and 3rd, when you defeat the 1st and 2nd pillar. And this part right here, I was so messed up that I thought to myself, I was like, okay, do I shoot at her, or do I go towards her and cut her? And I wasn't for sure which one was which. And this next part, I think it is, yeah, it has to be this next part, I go from like going towards her, and then I tried to shoot her for a little bit, and then when I realized, okay, she's not really receiving any damage, I figured that, okay, I just need to be careful and go closer to her. And at this point, I'm trying to conserve as much HP as I possibly can, to where that way I can actually get to the next part and survive the last part of the stage. And gradually, those balls of light don't bother me. What bothers me are those red, you can clearly see that those red, that red circle beam and then the yellow beams are what's bothering me the most. And the little white balls aren't even bothering me at all whatsoever. It's just, I had to literally think of like, okay, which one can I absorb damage of, and which one can I not absorb? And as you can clearly see, the red and the yellow are both something that is needed to be avoided at all times, because you can clearly see it does a lot of damage. But, yeah, I finally beat her on this one, and I know it's kind of a weird transition from like my recording setup to even this now, but like I said before, because of how difficult it was, I couldn't record it on a normal day that I could. And had I had more time, I probably would go on ahead and... Oh, okay, that's right, I messed up on this last part. Okay, well, you get the idea. The point is that I couldn't tell which one was which. But, yeah, it just... Because of how normal mode is, it's difficult to figure out what to do. And because I have other stuff that I'm trying to get worked on and everything like that, I literally had to decide on, like, how do I want to go about this game. And sure enough, I went with the, okay, let's just go on ahead and just beat it casually. And thankfully for the PS4, I can just save the fight, and then therefore I can record it and talk about it over it. So yeah, that's what this fight mostly was. And I completely forgot about the fact that I did die that second part. This time though, I should be able to. But in the next episode, which is episode 7, I have not fought the boss fight yet. This will be released the week after episode 5 of Furi gets released, so I figured, you know what, we'll just go on ahead and release this episode as normally scheduled, but then after that, I don't think I'll be releasing it every week. Depends on how often or how easily I can beat the next boss. But again, it all depends on like what I do from here on out. So this fight is just about over with. As you can clearly see right now, it is just about, there it is. So I'm going to leave you with the ending of the video, and therefore, hopefully look forward to the next episodes of Furi. And I'll see you later. Take care, guys.